Hi guys, and welcome to this weekly Stalker, which is the world. Yes, if you are new here and you do not know what Stalker of the Week is, it is a collective reading I do on an energy that kept stalking for quite some time, and this time it is the world. I'm basing this one on the monthly readings and just a sense, alright? I'm going to do a tarot on demand on the justice at some point when I get the time, alright? So what are we gonna do here with the world? We're gonna have a little conversation with it basically, and let me just straight out say it may not resonate with all of you. The take will resonate, leave behind the rest. All right, as always. Let me tell you what I get to begin with. With the world, what is the world? We all know what the world is about now. The world as an energy is about closing out a chapter, but also at the same time setting new. It is the final card in the major arcana, so it is very significant in terms of life lessons. It's the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new, what was said, but you really also gotta remember always how it shows up. But what I got here with the world, when I look at it, do you see that woman in the middle of it? I saw that as the Empress, and the world can actually tie up to the Empress as an energy, with the Empress being pure potential, right? The Empress being that the feminine energy that floats everywhere, pure potential. And this is Saturn. This is the father energy, right? That comes in and set boundaries around those potentials so that creativity can take form. That was what I got from it when I just was shuffling all of these cards here. But we will see what it's about. But it definitely, I still get this. Yeah, no, it's something closing out, but with a new beginning. Alright, we're gonna pull some cards. I have the tarot here, have archetypes, I have oracles and all of that. What are we gonna start with? We're gonna start pulling some we're gonna start asking here the world card about what message, what's in this, what's why is it stalking, what's it telling, and then we're gonna do a little bit, we're going to be a little bit flexible here. We're going to look into where it's coming from and where it's going, right? Be patient with me as always. Also, if you like this, please like the video. I would appreciate the support. Guys, as I said, I've been rather busy and I will stay busy for quite some time. I may be able to do the you versus them this weekend. We will see. Let's get back to the world here. Show me a soul lesson for the world here, for those who are in this energy. Show me a soul lesson with the world. What message we come with here? Happiness and envy. All right, happiness. We will take the under the deck in a minute here. But happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Do you see all of this green? It screams. It screams. Yeah, if you know about chakras, that is the heart chakra. But there's a lot of. Yeah. Sorry, just got a little distracted here. Happiness, means that I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Yes, absolutely. Then why do we have envy? I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. It might be about that you are understanding that you... Alright, we're going to come back to that because that may... Yeah, first and foremost, if we're going to let this... No, it's not. It's not your energy, so I'm not even going to go there. For some of you, yes, it is about, that terrible habit of comparing oneself with everyone else. I just remember a meme I saw the other day regarding Capricorns, saying that someone said, maybe you shouldn't be so hard on yourself or when you compare yourself to other people. And the Capricorn in this meme was about, you know what? The worst thing is not comparing myself with everyone else. The worst thing I can do is comparing myself with what I could have been if I had made better choices. It's just so funny. It's like comparing myself with others is how I keep myself afloat. The worst thing you can do is start comparing yourself with who you could have been if you hadn't done that. So, that's actually rather true. Anyway, happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Awesome. I want to pull a moon card and then we're going to look into it, all right? What else we comes with here? I'm just going to add all. I'm laying out the context right now. That was too many. But we have here, be bold and make the first. No, it's okay. I kind of want to keep these. Be bold and make the first move. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius, cardinal moon. Full moon in Libra. It's about communication. This is, yeah, be first and make the first, be bold and make the first move. What I get here is that this is the energy of, you know, starting something, start something, take initiative. That's cardinal energy. And then we have full moon, which is, as I said, here is about, you know, putting that closer to something. And we have Aquarius and Libra. These are all about, you know, I get partnerships, communication. You starting to speak up, showing you, because there's a situation where nothing will come of it. It's like it's basically being fed up with something and then taking action in some direction. All right, let's see. That was what I got there for the fallout. What do we have here? We have luck is on your side. Work through your fears. Okay, luck is on your side. I have never seen this card before. It's been a while since I've never seen this. New moon in Sagittarius. We have 2 new moons, and then the ones that fell out were full moons. Full moons being the closure, right? Or calling, well, I don't know if it was, but it was when it showed up here. Don't know the moons, right? Because it was like the end of something. New moons are like the beginning. Luck is on your side. Work through your fears. New moon in Sagittarius, new moon in Scorpio, and a new moon in Capricorn, and a new moon in Aries, new moon in Eclipse, and a blue moon. I just want to see when we... And then we have new moon in Virgo, new moon in Gemini. There we have it. These are how many new moons we have until we reach the full moon. Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Virgo, and Gemini. And Sagittarius. And then Taurus had a full moon here. Full moon in Cancer. New moon. Alright, stop. I've got to stop. Then we have new moons again. Back to basic. Luck is on your side. Let's just quickly read down that, and then we start with the tarot here. Just want to set the context. Oh god, these stupid moon cards. New moon in Sagittarius, new moon in Sagittarius, new moon in Sagittarius. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set. It looks set to put on a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. But be careful you don't bet the farm on something out. What the hell? But be careful you don't bet the farm on something out there, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others, or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up, if that's something you're working to achieve. That's the world. But the overall message here is that whatever happens next, it will be some sort of a gift, even if it simply means widening your worldview. Count your blessings, write them down, say it out loud, and please laugh a little bit more. Don't be so narrow-minded, and start a week of gratitude practice, e.g. through Facebook. No, all right, guys. I work with security, so yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Sagittarius is a sun of fun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest. Blah blah blah. It's an optimistic energy. Luck is on your side. Yeah, for some of you this is going traveling somewhere warm with their dolphins. Let's start with let's just look into what happened in the past, and let's look into where you're going. All right. Some of you are literally going sailing with the bardo. This is, with the bardo, it's an energy of being in the pure potential energy. Remember what I said about the Empress being pure potential. It's about looking at all these skeletons. Look at them as being opportunities, right? Yes, it may look like, oh, skeletons, death and all that. Look at them as opportunities. It's like that. Those. Remember what I said about those options that were not chosen, the path that were not chosen. It's kind of like that, the bardo here. Of course, it's just probably in archetypes that is the empty room. We have to be represented. Well, that's what I'm getting with the bardo. The bardo is in transition. It's the in-between, right? And in the in-between, you have all of this. It's like it's a mode of transformation. So here we are dealing with an energy where the chapter is not fully closed yet. That's also what I got when I was getting into it. It's not fully closed, but we're getting there. See, now that I laid out all the context, it's easier for me to get into the energies. I know it takes a while for me to get into it, but that's how it works when I don't have people in front of me. I gotta work my way into it, otherwise you get chaos. All right, let's see what we have here. Past. Show me the past here for the world. Should I really lay out where you're going? No, I'm not supposed to. All right, yeah. So in the past here we have Strength Devil and the 5 of Wands. That already screams tension. Honestly, everything screams tension. Gnosis. Yeah, we have the ring in the reverse as well here. There has been this energy in the past about looking perhaps too much outside for answers rather than also looking inside, looking for the devil in everywhere else than inside yourself. The devil is in the detail, yes, but you know, sometimes the detail is oneself. I don't know if whatever that means. Strength here, devil. 5 of Wands. I am seeing an energy here of literally tension, lashing out. You know, it could even be in competition. We gotta do some clarification, because what I see in the present, Hangman, Page of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, this is being in a mode with this battle here as well, being in a mode where I would like to say that things are finally reaching that closed chapter. Yes, it is, but it's more of an ending here, ending of a chapter and beginning of a new, where you are in this position of looking at things from a different perspective, deciding how to invest, and not just deciding how to invest. It's about you beginning something new. Literally, for some of you, it is going to school. It's starting a job. It's building up a kitchen. It's learning how to sew, how to do something new with the Page of Pentacles here, right? But of course we do have this 8 of Swords here, which is tied back together with this energy from the past related to the tension that was there. Maybe some of you have been placed in forms of I don't know, you know, situations where the tension has become the new norm for some of you. Could be arguing, trying to control what is outside. It could of course also be someone in your life that has a tendency to do this. We look here at the envy and work through your fears at the bottom of the decks over here, right? As opposed to happiness and luck is on your side. Those are complete different energies. Like one thing is what it is that I see, which is this new beginning and learning how to set the goals that are long term, right? But then there's this fear, something that wants to hold on. I still kind of pick up on it being someone that will, of course I can't pick up on whether or not it's yours. It's partly yours, but it may also be someone that wants to keep you, you know, grab onto you and hold you in the same energy as before, maybe because that's where they feel comfortable. Now the thing is, gotta also be careful, as indicated here, with that tendency to place blame everywhere else. Keep getting the devil is in the detail. Let's pull one of these. Now we start clarifying more. The Fates, and we have Soulmates. Oh no. Oh no. No. Don't give me this bullshit. You want to talk about love? I knew it. The Two of Cups is also what's Stalker. That's everywhere. It's like, I cannot deal with it. All right, let's look at it. The 17. The Fates. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. Blah, blah, blah. This card. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things, and the wisdom to know the difference. The wisdom to know the difference, yes, of course, but you know what? People got to understand what those things even mean. Yeah, sorry. The wisdom, right? The wisdom. This here, gnosis, is one of knowledge. Is wisdom and knowledge the same? No, it's not. They kind of tie together, but let's say like this. Knowledge is something you can get from a book. Right? Oh no, sorry, knowledge is very important, but knowledge is what we are taught. It's not knowledge. It goes here into the brain, right? It goes in here. Wisdom is knowledge put into practice, right? It's learning by doing. Wisdom is life experience, right? So, grant me the serenity, the peace, the calmness, the heart chakra there, to accept things I cannot change, and the courage, the confidence to change the things I can. And by, the courage, where do we find the confidence and the courage? By having a goal, for instance. What brings courage is, I'm going there. It's like, if let's say you see a climber or something like that. So how do they have the courage to go up that mountain or do this? Basically because they know where they're going, right? They're pretty sure, they're determined, but it's not the courage of saying, because you can also be courage of saying, I don't know where I'm going, but I know that my goal is that I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to explore. Anyway. To change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Give me the serenity to accept what I cannot change, and the courage to know that what I can change, and then the wisdom to know the difference. That is also what we have here with the strength, right? For instance, what chasers do, they chase because they can't accept that there are things that are just, not in the fate. Anyway, there are things in your life you will never have control over, which we see here in the past. Welcome to the analysis here, which is what we see in the past, which is the energy here of trying to control maybe even just someone else's dark side. Yeah. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective. Wow. By nature or by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. Not even going to engage with that. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with those events, and your current circumstances have to teach you. That is the wisdom contained in this prayer. Yeah. We may not know why things are happening in the current moment, but then at some point we will see the bigger goal of it. I have experienced that in my life. I'll give you an example. When I was a student, I studied one direction. I was starting in one direction, one path, right? It was one very. It was on the. I was in one, that was it. And then at some point I got this gut feeling and I had to do electives. It's like, I have to go in this direction here. It was a complete different direction, and it was so fucking difficult because I had to learn technology, right? It was, fucking coding and all of that. It's like, what the programming and statistics in a different way than I was used to working. So, but my gut feeling told me I had to go there. I complained the entire time when I was in it, because when I was in it, I was like, what the fuck did I just do? This is torture. This is fucking torture. Everyone around me, they knew why they had gone there. And I had a gut feeling to go there, and I am clearly not suited for it, so I struggled a lot more, but I fucking pulled through. Had to do a few extra takes, but I pulled through. Years later, suddenly it made sense, because I found myself in situations like, you know what, because I did that, I can combine these two paths. And I needed that. because I was able to combine special forms of knowledge, yeah, and then turn it into wisdom. So that is similar to, that sometimes we don't know what the fuck what we're doing. It's like, we find ourselves in the situation and we for our gut feelings, and then in it we're like, well, that was a fucking stupid idea, should be the title of my life. And then years later it's like, oh, maybe it wasn't that stupid after all, right? But then again, there can also be times where we kind of tell ourselves that, and as an excuse to stay in situations that are very bad for us. So that's the wisdom here, to know how to tell the difference. I can't give any magical solution to that. And it is especially true when it comes to forms of soulmate. That's where I see it the most. By being abandoned by someone who is a soulmate. Yeah, but that's the thing, that's the karmic, right? The fate can also be the karmic. See it a lot of time in these environment here, people staying around waiting for, I don't know, Mr. Yang, Mr. Masculine, who left without having given any final closure. So it was a unfinished symphony, a soulmate, an orphaned, a Yang, and an unfinished symphony. We see it all the time. And then suddenly it becomes fateful because they are meant to be together. But you know what? It leaves someone, yeah, you know what? It leaves someone stuck in this 8 of Swords energy. But what then we got here? The treasure island, the peace, and the regeneration. It's almost like, on the road towards that gold pot. That's what the treasure island is about. And the gold pot being peace, you can't explore fucking massive regeneration where something here has to change, because this a never ending story about just staying on the sideline where someone here is chasing all that glitters, and you just stand there on the sideline watching it. Is not really sustainable, guys, right? Calling it to be a higher power, that you have to remain flexible. Yeah, there we have Yin. Forget it. I'm not even gonna engage it. It's a waste of time. Personal opinion, of course. But the fate here is about learning. And in this case, with the Hangman, the Page of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords, I kind of want to look into that 8 of Swords. No, let's look into the Hanged Man. That's the most significant one here. Show me the Hanged Man. We have the Page of Cups. We have the World and the Hermit. Is this one of those situations where someone here actually manages to give you something solid, but it's such a small offer? Because there's a difference between the Page of Pentacles and the World and the Hermit. This is like a the typical one of, hey girl, you're sending a hey girl to a mature woman, or sending hey boy to an emperor. It's like no, probably not. It goes straight to, you don't even hear it. It's like when you see, if you can only imagine this, you go into a bar and you see like a class A per, how can I explain it? You some people, you just by watching them, looking at them, that's standard, that's quality. And then you have a playboy going up to, I don't know, Michelle Obama or something like that. Like if she was single, it's not gonna happen, mate. It's just not gonna happen. It's kind of like that. Page of Cups, the World, and the Hermit. I'm also still getting this energy here that for some people here, this is very much about starting to understand that these small offers, these very, like someone sending you a little wink, or they liking your picture on Facebook or Instagram, it's not, and then calling it a declaration of love. I was like, oh my god, did they see my story? Does it fucking matter? I mean, it's not really an indication of love. I mean, that is the indication of love, then I have been declared love to quite a few people, right? I have especially declared love to a lot of Well, a lot of different people when I do research. It's just not sustainable, right? I get this here as well. It's like understanding of, you know what, this is more about, you know, going inside, healing. It is really about, you know, shifting that mental madness into oneself. This is the journey towards wisdom. Is an understanding of saying, you know what, those small tokens of affection, maybe it's time that I give them to myself, to start questioning or exploring, do I give these tokens of affection to someone else because I don't myself consider myself worthy of giving them to myself without it being arrogant? It's just a little bit of a explorative journey here. There's this healing. There's something here about being blocked away in forms of teamwork here. Show me the strength in the past. There we have the Queen of Wands. We have Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. This is cheating. Some of you, there could have been a Leo included in this, or a fire sign. And Queen of Swords, High Priestess, Page of Pentacles. This is cheating. I for some reason or another, all I get, this is cheating. Someone cheated. Show me the Devil. Two of Swords. No. Two of Swords, Chariot, Nine of Wands. The past energy, I don't even want to dive into it because it's that. I really don't like the past energy. It's cheating. It's being in a position of ghosting and having someone walk all over one and being. This is the tarot. This is the story I don't want to deal with. Why I'm sometimes tired of doing these love readings for people, because I get so fucking tired of seeing and feeling these energies, because this is bitch or bastard going, I don't know what I want in life. I don't know. But I want you. And then they go fuck everyone else who have a fucking pulse. Alright? And then someone here is left wounded. Or someone sneaks away like a fucking waste of time. I mean, fuck this shit. I'm a Capricorn. Time is very important. I can't deal with this. Yeah, it's the tension, it's the competition, it's the, in my opinion, waste of fucking time. And I'm seeing this occurring here, of it being, you know what, this is, no. I am still very curious as to what's going on underneath the deck with the soulmates, the envy, and the work through your fears. We're definitely going to look into that, because how can I explain it? Whenever I look over there, I get a separate story. Normally these energies tie together, but this is separate. It's very difficult to explain. It's separate, and I'm not sure. It actually almost feels like a complete reading on its own. Mostly I feel as though this is a karmic, meaning that you had a karmic. As in a karmic partner, not a third party karmic, as your partner being a fucking karmic, himself or herself. It's not you. Oh, it's not someone third party coming between you and your partner. Your partner was karmic, whoever, or person you were dealing with, they were karmic. And you together, the two together, all of the entire situation was karmic. And that's the chapter that's closing out. It was karmic. The entire thing, the entire energy. Show me this Page of Pentacles. Temperance and Magician and Four of Swords. This is healing. This is manifesting a something solid here. I really get, can I really say this? I feel as though there's a communication block happening. I feel as, alright, show me this here. Eight of Swords clarified by Nine of Cups, King of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Guys, I just lost it, sorry. I lost it. There is this energy here on the table, again, of something karmic. I would like for it to be cut out, but the ring is also here. No, it's not. This is actually somewhat tied up to the justice energies that I look forward to make a reading on, because it has to do with a decision being made. It is about closing this chapter. For some of you, I had hoped this reading would very much be about the chapter being closed, because that's what I see in my world the most, is that the chapter closed out. What I get here on this reading is a little bit back in the sense of there being, some of you literally have an energy in your life that it needs to fucking go. If you want to step up here to the energy that I was hoping to pick up on, this has to fucking go. This is the energy of waiting around for an idiot. Right? It can't, this has to go. Alright? All I have to say, it has to go. So this is where you are right now, cutting this out, right? The person that's finding happiness here. Alright, because what I'm getting, can I say like this? Someone here is finding a lot of pleasure. This is the karmic, right? This is pleasure in keeping someone somewhat confused because they're not investing into them. That energy has got to get the fuck. I don't want to see this on the table again. If I see it on the table again, I'm gonna say, you know what, bitch, I got better things to do. Now let's look into what's coming up here. Because this is, I mean, there's gotta be a limit as to how many times I can say it. This is, like, I said it how many times? It's been like a year. Oh yeah, I've been online for a year. I completely forgot. Oh, I have something I have to remember. Oh, sorry. It's just busy, alright? Let's see. What do we have here coming up for you? We have Queen of Wands. We have Six of Pentacles. And we have the Empress. Guys, I am done. This energy here. Alright, there is an energy here of becoming somewhat dependent on someone else. Who is this Queen of Wands? Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's someone maybe you're the Queen of Wands and someone here is becoming dependent on you. But why do you want to have someone being dependent on you? Unless they are a child, because that's, you know, they are children, are dependent on you until they have been raised well enough to become independent. Alright, show me this Queen of Wands. Comes up with the Death card, the Four Wands, and the Empress. The Death card, Four Wands, and the Empress. Show me the... Alright. I'm just laying it out here. I'm trying to figure out. Oh my god, do I really have to go through this storyline, guys? This is sometimes I just would like to see storylines that have no drama in it. Oh. It's because I have a boring life myself, so no, it's fine. But I definitely do not have this. There is an energy here on the table. But there's a massive, strong fire energy. There is a, how can I say this? There is a trap, so to say, a karmic lesson here about reducing the value of yourself. That is the lesson I get that is about to be learned here, that which is about the phoenix rising from the ashes, is about shining light into oneself. Possibly even if it's not you triggering it, there's someone here that's going to play a very significant role in that. That's the Queen of Wands, right? It may be you doing this to someone else, or someone else here is coming, but this Queen of Wands, she does have this screaming creativity within. I don't want to go into third party situations right now because I cannot. I'm so tired, guys. I have to go to bed afterwards. So let's just say that there is this phoenix rising energy on the table here. That's the transition here has to do with not, for instance, reducing yourself to the other woman, the other man. No reducing that. The Empress does not deal with that shit. That's coming up here. Then the nasty energy that's here, the karmic energy, also has to do with, again, reducing one's self-worth. For instance, allowing someone here to have access to your body without, basically, can I really say, like, having access to your body like it's a fucking prostitute, sorry, but you know, it's like, oh, can I just come and sleep whenever I feel like it and walk away? It's the Tinder fabrication of dating, you know, that which where I'm gonna say it, personal opinion regarding these Silicon Valley apps is that it's become norm for some people to just expect that they can just change, to just shift, throw people out, and they can just sleep with them and not care. It's that's what I get, right? It's this ridiculous way of, I mean, you know, giving access to that which you have. It doesn't have to be sex, but instead of, you know, your time, your energy, your money, it's just taking and not even, you know, like a service, like treating you like a fucking service animal. That is here, right? Careful not to become feeling too familiar with that energy, because when you start feeling when it becomes too familiar, it becomes the norm. And as we all know, it's fucking difficult to kick the habit, to kick the norm. Such as, you know, if you raise children or just a puppy, right? It may be very sweet when they're small, but that little thing they do. But if you accept it, and you don't intervene, you know, at some point saying, all right, it might be nice now. It's not nice when they're grown up. It's like, oh, I don't have to. Maybe they just peed on there in the corner. They're a puppy. They will grow out of it. No. Same thing. I have a dog. It was like, it was very cute that he was chewing blankets when he was puppy. He's not a puppy anymore. We can't have blankets anywhere because he fucking chews them. Alright? So, my friend has a puppy. It's her earphone. What do you call it? Headphones. He doesn't chew blankets. She can have that. But if she leaves her, her earbuds or whatever you call it out, they're gone. And that's more expensive than a blanket. So, when it comes to norm, it's difficult to kick. And then what we have here. But I do see, again, we have this rising from the ashes energy on the table, which ties together with what's going on right now, which is where someone here is actually, this would be you, right? It's very powerful energy I actually get here. It's almost like being abandoned makes room for, it's like being in this Eight of Swords energy. What I get here, honestly, It's almost like she's standing behind the towers, those that are about to fall. Actually, I get a very looming energy here. It's like, how can I say? It's like you shouldn't have left someone alone. Or so, that's what I get. Like, I don't know who you are, but you shouldn't have left someone alone for that long. Or you shouldn't have left. You shouldn't have done that. It's like, you know, and if some idiot leaves you, gives you stays away for so long for you to suddenly have an epiphany. And then, oops. Which, you know, for me as a reader is an amazing thing because that would mean I don't have to pick up on this shit anymore. But then we have this enemy. Show me about the enemy. Arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. I'm trying to pick up on it. So I'm really, really sorry. It's just because I'm trying to get it. It's a little bit. It's because it's a teaching relationship I'm picking up on. What do I mean by a teaching relationship? I mean that. Yeah, okay. I'm a little bit afraid of saying it. Not afraid. I'm a little bit how can I say this? It's one of those things that I know it wouldn't. If it's a good thing I'm not here. This is not my livelihood. Let's just say it like that. What I got was as you can see, I'm a little bit. Should I? Uncritically sharing. I mean, I'm probably guilty of this as well, right? But uncritically sharing information on certain topics, such as promoting toxic relationship patterns without, you know, for profits, without really considering the consequences. Bad education, guys. But here's the thing, we have a freedom, alright? People can do whatever the fuck they want. I can have my opinion on it, and I can, yeah, it's fine. People can do whatever they want. One thing I learned a long time ago, no one's a fucking savior. People have their own fucking saviors. If they wanna go listen to certain schools of thoughts, then that's it. There's nothing we can do. But there is this energy here that I got, which is that of this very common thing to do, is that when a darkness inside one needs to be triggered and lashed out, it needs to come into the light. Yes, a soulmate tends to come, which is your teacher, right? The soulmate being a teacher, even the karmic ones. But there is it happens quite often where it doesn't, the karma is not played out because there's too much focus on the person, right? It's that person and not, so attention comes to be on the person, not on the lesson. And there's a lot of talk about, oh, the karmic, it has to play out, blah blah. Yes, but what is the lesson here? But we have to close out this chapter so we can be together. Yes, but what exactly? How? What is it? But is that person? Yep. How? You know, all of asking questions. I am not going to be able to pick up on that anymore. I am blocked there. But there's something here about challenges. Envy, the challenges. I don't know if some of you have someone who's envious of you. Maybe that is, but I don't like that energy. I don't want to engage with it, all right? Because it says, oh, but then, oh, you have hate. Well, we all have haters. We can't satisfy everyone. But there is this energy here. I mean, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. I know I can do whatever I set my mind to. Friendship. Deny. I get that someone here... Is it possible that people can become jealous of other people's challenges? That they went through more, so they... I don't know, I would never... I don't understand that. It's almost as though, again, those... How can I explain this? Maybe it's actually you doing it, where you push yourself to the limit as a way to challenge yourself, because it's a very masculine energy. This is what's like a chariot or the emperor, or what I would call a very competitive mindset might do, which is push oneself to the limit, almost where you kill yourself to prove oneself. It's like, I don't know, cage diving with a shark or something like that. Adrenaline. I'm not getting the adrenaline junkie. That's a different energy. It's more one of, pushing oneself very, very far because of the challenge. Because everybody else or someone else, I don't know if this is someone here with you, attached to you, who see you having gone through some challenge, and they have compared themselves with you because of that. It's difficult for me to get that energy because I don't get it. Why would anyone do that? I just do. It's just, I don't know. There is this holding on energy, which is energy rooted in fear. That is the fear of the unknown for you to break this cycle. The karmic cycle here for you. Maybe it's time to look into that and then we call it. What's the karmic cycle for you? Six of Wands. I throw that right on top of the Eight of Swords, and we know what that means. Well, I do. The Chariot. Wonderful. And Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning in love. For some of you, it's actually that of opening yourself up, but there we have Two of Cups. Can it really be that the karmic cycle for you is closing this out and then make space for someone new? If some of you have come out of the divorce and you come out as the Queen of Swords, I have Ace of Cups twice here, right? And we have Two Cups. This is going to be very, very, very difficult for you then to open up. But wait, the dark karmic cycle here for you is to come out of this challenge here as a winner and feeling confident and moving forward in life, but in a way where you don't become like a prick or a bitch, but also in a way where you don't it's basically cutting away from the chaser, right? It's understanding the difference between a chaser and setting goals and going forward and with ambitions that are, accepting that you don't know what's waiting out there for you, but not in a way that's arrogant. Wow, or something it popped up there. Some of you, something good is coming there. I see a woman. She's a Queen of Pentacles. She is... I don't know, there's an energy there that I kind of like. I feel at home in that energy. It's very... It's not this, absolutely not. I get that this, I don't know if it's a woman or a man, right? But it has to get a woman there. There's also a man. There's a group of people over there. Yes, right over there. That are not part of this here. There's not room for them to come in here because they don't. They're too mature for this. So I get that this energy needs to clear out before this can start here, because these people cannot come in. I mean, they would look at it and go, no. I got, you know what? I kind of have to go pick up the kids and then get them to bed. I gotta cook for them because I have a responsibility. Then I gotta go to work. Gotta see friends. I gotta make time for the people who matter. Don't have time for drama. Not that I see drama here. I'm just seeing something that needs to close out. Because something else is coming here. And that is beautiful. That was what I was hoping to pick up on. Alright. Last message for you and then we're done. 9 of Swords. Justice. Alright, we will do Justice. 5 of Cups. How can I explain this? Happiness, right? Let's go back to happiness. Luck is on your side. If you're happy and it makes you happy, I honestly cannot understand how the hell this managed to play out like this. Sometimes I wonder if this energy is just attached to you or what the hell it is. I don't know, but the message here is... I don't know what the message is. There's a thief, alright. I don't know if it's a thief at work, if some of you are partner. Just, I hope none of you have a partner that fucking cheats at work. That might actually be it. Yeah. I keep getting cheating with a Leo. Cheating with a Leo. And that's not cool. Someone here cheated with a Leo. Karma will play out. I have no idea how the hell it plays out with you. For some of you, if you're happy and you are in transit and this energy is something you recognize, if I were you, I would stay the hell away from it. Let it play out for the people who this is coming, because I get a little bit karma here. A 9 of Swords, Justice, and the 5 of Cups, which is an energy here of how can I explain? An energy that I personally would say let what happened in the past stay in the past and let it play out there. If you're happy, you have luck on your side. Something very joyful. You're going somewhere good. The way that karma normally plays out is that you leave. Like a messy karma situation. When messy karma has happened, is that someone left you or something happened here, you didn't get enough closure, you work through it. Very, very difficult. And when you leave, you know, you heard it so many times, especially in terms of like reconciliations, right? Because this is, let's just face it, let's just face it, in this arena here, this tends to be about love. That, all right, so you heard it. Oh no, yeah, you heard it so many times. All right, my contact just went back. Yeah, you heard it so many times that they come back when you truly leave, right? Yes, I'm getting one of those situations here. But truly leaving means that you truly got off the karmic wheel. There's no going back. It's done. And that may be what is going on here. Oh my god, my contact, I can't see shit. That may be what's going on here, and that's why I'm saying I would just leave it. Don't even look back. Don't even waste your time. Oh my god. Hold on. Alright, we're back. It's so time for me to go to bed now. Yes, that's what I got. The message here is just don't look back. Don't look back. There's a 2 of Cups. There's a partnership here right behind your back, which is where I was actually expecting you to be. Maybe you are getting there. The luck is on your side. But for some reason, maybe it's because I asked how has this played out. Maybe it's because I got the karmic cycle here. But this is closing out, right? It's time to close out. Because there's no fucking love there. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. I hope some of you got anything from this. What's coming up here? A change is in the wind. Going to the seaside. Deep knowing. That's also what I get here. With the High Priestess. You will understand that there's a change coming. And for some of you, unfortunately, I get that there may be a revelation coming out. About someone having had an affair at work. I hope not. But, you know, if someone cheated, listen guys, if someone cheats, they're not worth it. Personal opinion, but I am also very, I'm a rough one on that one. That is just, you don't fucking cheat. That is just not okay. That is, I mean, if you've been together for many years, and if you can look at a situation and say you did your everything, your absolute best. You didn't abandon the connection. There was no boredom there. You did your absolute best. And someone cheats on you. That person is a low quality and they have to go out of your life. But you know what? That is what I have here for you. I will see you next time.